Cool. Thank you, everybody. When we're talking about Jane Doe, we're talking about the system that has failed her. Jane is a survivor. She's a victim of this brutal, racist, transphobic, discriminatory, abusive system whose agents have done some unimaginable things to her, including its agents right in this building. When we're talking about Jane Doe, we have to talk about all the Jane and John Does that we don't even know about yet. We're talking about those whose stories haven't even gotten into the press, and we want to tell those stories, we want to share them, we want to shout them from the rooftops so everybody knows about the injustices that are being done to our youth, to our brothers, our sisters, to everybody every day. When we're talking about Jane Doe, we also need to be talking about those women that she said she could hear from down the hall screaming, who are in agony, whether physical or mental, because they are people too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
When we talk about Jane Doe, we need to talk about every victim of the criminal injustice system. We need to talk about people like my friend J.O. Richardson, who was just recently forced to take a plea deal because a judge said that in his defense, he couldn't use any evidence of what the police had done wrong when they shot him and tried to kill him. That's what got him off on his first trial, and then the state saw that, and they said, no, you know what, you can't use that evidence because that's why you're still walking the streets, and that's why you're not in jail, and that's why you're not dead. So now he has to do a year in jail because the police shot him. We need to talk about those, when we talk about Jane, we need to talk about those who aren't with us today. We need to talk about Ramarley Graham, Islan Nettles, Trayvon Martin, and every single victim of the police and the state. We know that even the employees and the advocates of this system, the system that is failing our people, have said that they've acknowledged it's not set up to treat Jane Doe. In the court decision that was released on May 6th, the judge agreed with DCF Commissioner Katz, and she said that prison is not going to be therapeutic for Jane Doe. But Katz requested that Jane be sent to a prison. In fact, Katz requested that Jane be sent to a men's facility, and the judge said, well, yes, she should go to prison because we don't have anything set up to take care of her. We live in one of the richest states in the country. We live in the wealthiest country in the world. We live in an amazing era of progress, of wealth, and what do we have? We have nothing to show for it. Jane has nothing to show for it. What we need is a new system. We need a system that'll take that wealth, take the wealth that we all produce, and turn it around and say, we're gonna now use this to create a new society that takes care of everybody from birth. So that Jane would never have had to deal with the abuses that she's dealt with the criminal neglect that DCF put her through, and with what the hell that Katz and Malloy are putting her through now. We need to fight, we need to join together, we need to struggle together, all the causes. I know people are here from a number of different groups, from a number of different organizations, and we need to join together, we need to fight, we need to be heard loud and clear that this will not stand, that when we talk about Jane Doe, we're talking about every victim of the system, and we will not rest until every victim gets justice and there are no more victims. Thank you.